it's off-putting. So it's all about a conversation that they'd had behind closed doors. Xi says to Trudeau, everything we've discussed has been leaked to the papers and that is not appropriate. If there was sincerity on your part, then we shall conduct our discussion with an attitude of mutual respect. Otherwise, there might be unpredictable consequences.
Oh!
Xi says to Canada, looking him right in the eye, standing real close to him, like pointing him in the chest, the translator is saying. Trudeau just kept smiling, didn't back away physically, kept smiling at him, and said, in Canada, we believe in free and open and frank dialogue, Trudeau said, adding, we will continue to work constructively together, but there will be things that we will disagree on. Let's create the conditions first, the translator said on behalf of Xi. The Chinese leader then shakes Trudeau's hand and walked away with his entourage.
Yeah, I get that. Everything's secret until they say it's not secret in a communist system.
What do you think? Do you think Trudeau should have gone further? Or,
was it called him a commie mother scratcher or what? I didn't see the body language, but in terms of what he said, well said.
Trudeau? I feel like if she says, me, what would I do in that? You'd be pretty shocked by it. But when he hit him with, there will be unpredictable consequences, what about them to say, you don't get to tell us how we get to handle our affairs?
Yeah. I think a diplomat would tell you, you can always say that tomorrow. Hide your cards.
Plus, China's a very powerful country. If you miss an hour of the show, grab the podcast, Armstrong and Getty on demand.
Armstrong and Getty.
Talk Radio 560 KSFO San Francisco, a Cumulus station. It's easy to listen when you're at home. Just tell Alexa or Google to play KSFO.
What will Nancy Pelosi do next? I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. She's expected to tell us soon, the day after Republicans clinch the House majority in the next Congress, meaning she won't be Speaker anymore.
The thought here on Capitol Hill is that Nancy Pelosi would not want to show weakness, would not want to show that she was intimidated and run out of office so long as her husband was on the road to recovery.
Fox's Chad Burgum referring to the home invasion at the Pelosi residence in San Francisco in late October when an intruder supposedly looking for her attacked Paul Pelosi with a hammer and injured him. Republicans clinched that majority with Congressman Mike Garcia's re-election win in California, their 218th House seat. He just told Fox,
we strive to be the no-drama option, the no-drama solution for the nation. And so as an appropriator, my focus is on making sure we get back to regular order and stop the bleeding on the spending side.
And Republicans are also wasting no time with their investigations, detailing their first one this morning.
Whether President Biden is a national security risk.
GOP Congressman James Comer says it's part of the probe into his son Hunter Biden's business dealings.
Whistleblowers describe President Biden as chairman of the board for these businesses. He personally participated in meetings and phone calls.
The president has said over and over he has not even spoken to Hunter about those overseas business dealings. 3 U.S. Customs and Border agents have been rushed to a hospital after
suspected traffickers aboard a ship 14 miles off the coast of Cabo Rojo, Puerto Rico, started shooting.
Marine agents suffered various gunshot injuries as a result of this exchange.
CBP spokesman Jeffrey Quinones in San Juan. The trafficking suspects were taken into custody. One of them is being treated for injury.
Fox's Evan Brown. It's snowing a little in Buffalo, New York, the lake effect type. And it's going to keep snowing and snowing and snowing into Sunday.
We're talking about 2 to 3 inches of snow an hour. We could see anywhere from 3 to 6 feet.
Fox meteorologist Janice Dean. America's listening to Fox News.
Hey, a lot of you know that I learned how to use a firearm when I was 11 years old. I've been practicing my entire life, and people ask me all the time, Hannity, what kind of gun should I get? Well, now I'm telling them, go to Henry Repeating Arms. And I always tell them to start just by going to their website, henryusa.com. You're going to get a free catalog. Now, Henry has over 200 models of rifles and shotguns to choose from. They're made with the finest craftsmanship I've ever seen, and you don't beat their performance. Every one I had was accurate right out of the box and reliable ever since. Their company motto is made in America or not made at all. They have a lifetime warranty, family-owned business, and these folks are true patriots who give back to our military, our vets, our first responders, sick kids, you name it. They support gun safety, and they support our Second Amendment. So if you're in the market for a high-quality, American-made firearm, just go to henryusa.com. You get their free catalog, list of dealers, and free decals. henryusa.com. You'll love this company.
This report is sponsored by In-N-Out Burger.
At In-N-Out, our hamburgers are made with the highest quality ingredients, made fresh and by hand, made with a smile, and made to order just for you.
I asked what kind of family she wanted. She said, a family like yours.
Learn more about adopting a teen at adoptuskids.org. You can't imagine the reward. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
If your family depends on your income and something happened to you, what would happen to them? You need life insurance, and SelectQuote can help you get it at a price you can afford.
SelectQuote found Jacob, 40, who's in excellent health, a 10-year, $500,000 policy for only $19 a month.
Not in perfect health? Don't worry.
SelectQuote found Tanya, 40, who has type 2 diabetes, a 10-year, $500,000 policy for only $32 a month.
We shop companies like Protective, Prudential, American General, and others to find you the company with the best rates. Give your family the security they need at a price you can afford.
For your free quote, call 1-800-885-8811. That's 1-800-885-8811. Or go to SelectQuote.com. That's 1-800-885-8811.
SelectQuote. We shop, you save.
Get full details on the example policies at SelectQuote.com/commercials. Your premium could vary depending on your health, issuing company, and other factors. Not available in all states.
KSFO traffic time after this. This report is sponsored by the California DMV. Did you know that many DMV tasks, like renewing your registration or changing your address, can be done online when it's convenient for you? Check them off your to-do list without a trip to the DMV. Get started today at dmv.ca.gov/online.
Stop and go traffic at the Bay Bridge Toll Plaza, 80 West. Those metering lights are on. You are backed up well into the maze. Things continue to be slow up that incline into the city. Westbound 580 before Park Boulevard. In Oakland, we have a two-car crash to the left lane. You are stop and go from High Street. Knoll, 680 northbound over 84 east. We have installed big rig blocking the right lane. Traffic is stop and go from 84 west. And Richmond 80 westbound at El Portal Drive. 3 vehicles cleared from the left lane. You're slow from Appian. That's traffic. I'm Katie Green.
This report is sponsored by the Floor Store. During the Floor Store's pre-holiday sale, everything in the store is 30% off. Not a few things, not some things, 30% off everything. Go to floorstores.com for directions. The Floor Store, your Bay Area flooring authority.
If you're thinking about home improvement, why not choose products that last longer, look better, and provide real energy efficiency, all while increasing the comfortability of your home? For over 50 years, Armstrong Painting, Roofing, and Windows. Free estimates and financing available when you call toll-free 855-777-1234 or online at armstrong1234.com. Armstrong Painting, Roofing, and Windows. License 245291.
From the Abraham Lincoln Radio Studio at the George Washington Broadcast Center, Jack Armstrong and Joe Getty. Armstrong and Getty Show.
Whatever the final conclusions may be, the world knows that Russia bears ultimate responsibility for this incident. Russia launched another barrage of missiles against Ukraine, specifically intended to target Ukraine's civilian infrastructure.
Yeah, Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin there. We're going to hear from General Mark Milley, Chairman of Joint Chiefs. They both gave big presentations yesterday on a couple of different things. A lot of Russia, Ukraine, and as the Secretary of Defense said there, it doesn't matter if Russia, well, it'd be a bigger deal, obviously, if Russia fired a missile into Poland. But either way, even if it's a Ukrainian missile that was defending themselves and it landed in Poland, it's still Russia's fault.
Yeah, they fired in self-defense.
Right, and as I mentioned yesterday, it's unfortunate that that happened because it's covered up the big story of the largest attack on Ukraine since the war has begun. 100 missiles in a day, knocking off all kinds of electricity and water and everything all across the country. It was the biggest attack yet.
Mm-hmm. Trying to starve, thirst, and freeze the Ukrainian people out of fighting, I guess.
Yeah, blasting little towns in the middle of nowhere Ukraine with missiles to turn off their electricity and shut off their water. Attacks on civilians. I mean, it's as illegal can get.
in the ways of war in the modern world, and that shouldn't be lost.
Is there a verb